Is it Monday already? Happy Monday live here. Yes, I'm in Florida. It doesn't really look like it from the backdrop, does it? I'm at Mark and Nancy's house. We're staying with friends, so gee, the whole time, all these tours, it's just really lovely. I'll play a little Why Worry. Okay, so nice to see you. We had a request for Eleanor Rigby. I will get to that. And we're going to announce our winner, too. We had a drawing from all the people who sent in an email. And we're going to do a second drawing, too. So if you didn't win the first one, just send me an email, muriel@murielanderson.com, and put your state in the title if you're not already on the email list. And then we'll enter you into the next one. So, some greetings to you. Hi, Dan and Tomo, and Joyce, and Francis. Tom is here, and Neil from Clearwater, of course. We are in the middle of our Florida tour. That's been just really a lot of fun, as I was saying. And tomorrow we're at Bach Tower Gardens. beautiful place. And that's the family of Gordon Bach, you know. And I know he does all those nautical tunes. He's a sailor. And we ran into him when we were in Maine. We ended up docking right on his slip when we were out there on our way to Penobscot Bay. So, but the tower, it's wonderful. It's got a bell tower that has, you know, these just incredible this whole system of bells in there, and extensive gardens. So we are playing outdoors, and that will be weather permitting. I think weather is going to permit. That's what we're looking at for tomorrow. So yeah, a big show, and then going on Naples and a bunch of places. We're in Venice at Troll Music. We've been doing that every year now. Valentine's Day, we're doing that February 14th. Troll Music in Venice, and Miami for the Florida International Guitar Festival. It's called Guitart Festival, Guitar and Art. That's the 16th, and then back in the villages for folks who are out there on the 18th, and then gradually head back home. So, yeah, so we haven't been home very much at all. We were stopped by for 2 days at home, and during those 2 days, our friend Stanley Jordan came to town, and I said, hey, come over if you need a place to stay. And so we visited with Stanley for 2 days and sat in on his show. It was really, yeah, it was like we were still on the road, except that we packed and unpacked and did laundry. That was the only difference. So, yeah, life on the road, I tell you. Okay, well, let's maybe we also have maybe it never gets easier. We had a request for. So let me see if any other notes here. I need my glasses these days. So, and I wonder why my phone and my computer are saying 2 different times. Usually they are pretty well coordinated. They're a couple minutes off, so I'm not sure if I started on time for the computer or on time with the phone. So, so one of them is lagging behind or rolling ahead. So let's see. We've got a few people here, Neil included, have come down with some sort of a cold. So yeah, so sorry to hear a lot of people of getting that this time of year. And and thanks for the folks from Savannah. I'm glad that you came and enjoyed the show. Hey, Francis. And Tomo wants to hear Vincent. Oh, okay. All right, there we go. Glad I put on my glasses to see that. Otherwise, it would have just been little kind of little lines on the page. And I'm going to tune this one down to E, D here. Yeah, just need that one note for one spot in there. And I'll tune this one to a G scale now. Here we are for Vincent. Okay. This is for Tomo. Entre palais bleu et gris, on regarde un jour d'été avec les yeux qui connaissent mes ténèbres, ombre sur le bois. Est-ce que sont les arbres, les fleurs, le brisé, le frisson d'hiver, à terre des rubans blancs en sous colère? Maintenant je comprends ce que sous cessé de me dire. Tu as souffert pour santé d'esprit, essaie de les libérer. Ils pouvaient bon, ils n'ont pas su, peut-être que jamais plus. Ils ne pouvons pas t'aimer, mais ton mot était vrai. Aucun espoir n'était laissé en vue en cette nuit étoilée. Les prix te vie comme on fout souvent les amants. J'aurais pu te dire Vincent, ça m'a jamais été fait pour quelqu'un aussi beau que toi. So what do you think? Do you like that sung in French or sung in English or played as an instrumental? I'm just curious what you prefer, if anyone has any druthers on that. Okay, I did the translation with a little help from Google Translate, and I know that there's one spot where my grammar isn't quite perfect, but it rhymes, so it's a little creative leeway for that. And I think it fits in French. I mean, it has a French kind of a sounding melody. And you might have wondered why I'm grabbing some of the bass notes different ways. See some of those, if I don't want that next bass note to ring, if I'm doing it coming down, it'll mute the string above it this way. I mean, the string that rings, that sounds above it, that looks below it, all right? And then if I do it this way, it'll mute the string here, the lower string on this side. Yep. So sometimes if I want this note to be muted, I'll grab it this way, or if I want that note to be muted so I can ring the other one, I'll get it from the other side. And sometimes there's not quite time to get there, so I'll grab it from the middle in between these two necks. So it's a little bit of remembering which notes I want to cut off and which notes I want to ring, and then grabbing it from the right direction. And the super trebles here, these are steel strings, and whereas the rest are nylon on this instrument. So this is my Mike Doolin harp guitar. I'm touring with my favorite harp guitar. It's getting a little bumped up over time on some of the edges, but it's I guess that's the choice. Touring with a great instrument, or leaving it pristine in its case at home. So, Thomas was like, "You're welcome, Tomo. I'm glad you enjoyed that." And I would love to visit Japan. Brian and I have been talking about that. Yes, I have plans to visit Japan. I just don't know how or when or why. So we need to find a concert or a festival or something in Japan because it's my favorite place to tour, and Captain Brian has never been there. I would really love to bring him there. So Tom will help me find a show, a tour in Japan. So I'd love to get back there. And was writing for that Japanese magazine for a long time, Acoustic Guitar Japan. So I would love to get back in touch with them. Yeah, wrote for them for many years. And, oh, do we have some chatter near the, okay, near the microphone? Let's see, is that mic sound better? Okay, let's see. We have one note from Dan that that song fits in any language. Okay. All right, and another one. It's lovely. French is lovely, and okay. Thank you, Janet, piping in there. And hi, Harley from Northern California. We'll be back that way in the spring this time, so that'll be a different time just before we go to the Pacific Northwest and tour up there. And Gary is saying some nice things too. Okay. All right. Oh, some other notes here. Okay, and Nick is writing to me in French. And Nick, I don't know about singing it in Swahili. I'm just not sure if that's really the right language for this song. So, okay. Thank you, Tom, for letting me know about the extraneous sound by the microphone. So hopefully that's resolved itself. Oh, let's see. We had something to show you, but Brian's phone and his computer both decided to quit all at the same time. So, yeah, so we'll have to find a computer repair and a phone repair place somewhere on the road in the next few days for Captain Brian. Yep. Okay, well, here we go. We had a note for It Never Gets Easier and Eleanor Rigby. So we'll do it. It Never Gets Easier. And Patty's saying hey from New Jersey too. Okay. It Never Gets Easier. right. And I played that, actually had a request for that one from somebody who came to the Cedar Lakes Woods and Gardens. Let me show you some of this. If you haven't been there, this is in Williston, Florida, and just some beautiful gardens there. And the winner of the drawing that we've been doing, George Mitchler, it was announced. He happened to be in the audience. So this is from the whole tour, grand prize winner. So he won a huge stack of stuff, about a dozen CDs, the Sailing Dreams board game and CD, the Acoustic Chef cookbook with music for each recipe, and the T-shirt. I'm not wearing it today. I was going to wear it for you. That says, "Music is the reason I get up every afternoon." Right. So we're looking at printing these T-shirts. So if we printed that, and then it'll say murialanderson.com on the back. How many people would want to get T-shirts? So we're trying to figure out how many to print on those T-shirts. So we just got a few done just to kind of see how they work. And they're quite good quality. So we had Maximum Printing do these up in Downers Grove. So they did a really nice job. So I think we're going to go ahead and order some. So let me know, pop me a text or an email, so we get a sense of how many people would like that. Oh, it's got a picture of a harp guitar on it too on the front. So, Patty's asking if I'll be on Wind Down Wednesday again. I should ask Susie. I was over at, this is Susie Bogus's Wednesday live stream. She does every Wednesday, so, do catch that. Go on her, I believe it's on her Facebook. And either Facebook or YouTube. And then I was on there quite a while ago and saw her at her annual Christmas party, so where she makes her own soup. She has the best cookbook for soup. It's the Susie's Wind Down Wednesday or Soup Night. That's what it's called, Susie's Soup Night. And when we get home, we are definitely going to go make some of those recipes. It's just fantastic. So, yeah, great. And here it's cold some places here. We have been very fortunate with the weather, both in Savannah, where this is taken, and here in Florida. And yesterday happened to be in the same town where Richard Smith was playing. So I sat in on his gig, and I featured him last week. If you didn't hear him, well, I'll go ahead and play a cut from Richard. And so this is right after Brian and I went for a nice long walk. Here's Richard. It's a little bit of down home, just a great player, and does all those Chet tunes. Okay, let me check and see if there's any other requests before I run into Eleanor Rigby. All right. Okay, a request to play in Del Mar, New York. Well, we are in Long Island for the summer, so if somebody would like to do a house concert anywhere near Del Mar, New York in the summer months, let me know. I also just got an email today asking me to teach at the Interlochen again, and that'll be July 30th and 31st. It's not announced yet, but I just got that literally a couple of hours ago, requested to play and teach there. So that's in Interlochen, Michigan, and yeah, nice time if you're looking to find a guitar workshop. That is a good one for sure. Okay, Eleanor Rigby. Let me get into standard tuning for this one. And I learned this from Claude Laflamme, harp guitarist from Canada, in Quebec City. And he is one of the few who has a harp guitar with the super trebles. And except that his harp guitar has one more super treble than I do, so I'm going to find that extra one that I'm missing by finding the exact halfway point and doing a harmonic on it. I don't know if I can do it very well out of this position. I think I've got, yeah, a small chance of hitting that note today. Let me try it without the glasses. Maybe that might help. Let's see. There it is. No, almost. Okay. We'll see if we find it in the middle of the song. And then he leaves out one note that's right in between these two super trebles, and I have it right here. So the last little piece of fret on this guitar has that note on it. So I'm going to attempt that. And then on the recording, there's a cello that's kind of doing the stop cello thing. And that cello I'm going to get by scraping my thumbnail against a string like this. So to kind of imitate that cello sound. So, and then I'm going to play two melodies at once sometimes. So sometimes one in the middle voice and sometimes a different one in a higher voice. So I think Claude did a great job with this arrangement. Really suits the instrument well. So wish me luck on this. There we go. Oh, I have to retune that one. Got out. Okay, with the super trebles on the instrument, when you tune one, sometimes it affects the other ones. I kind of like the attachable super trebles. Lucas Brunner is making these that just attach right onto the instrument, and those seem to be much more stable with the tuning. Okay, let's see if we're close now. we'll finish off with something for Valentine's Day. And we are just announcing, I think we're going to send out a mailer either later tonight or tomorrow, announcing a new USB. It's a little key. It's a bronze key with a heart in it, and it'll have all my romantic tunes and 3 previously unreleased recordings on there. So I think it's on my website. Oh yeah, it's on my website now. So if you go to the CDs on the shop, you'll see it there. So, all right. I hope to see some of you if you're in Florida coming up. And let's see. Somebody asked. Joseph said I inspired him to buy a harp guitar. Okay, to add to his collection. So that's what we like, a little harp guitar acquisition syndrome. So yes, I have it too. I'm still thinking about, okay, what's my next harp guitar going to be? I know it's a terrible thing. I have to build a new room onto my house so I have a place to put them. Okay, and Gary is close to Interlaken, Michigan. So I will see you there in Interlaken. Great. And okay, so let's see. Any other thoughts before we? Okay, thank you. Thank you all there. And we'll do something for Valentine's Day here, so you can sing along with this one, or play along if you know it. Well, happy Valentine's Day. We will see you next Monday, and some of you we will see sooner in Florida. So, thank you. Oh, okay. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah. Okay. Oh, greetings to California as well. So long.